What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, coming back to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, indeed, Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi bot, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Ali, and this is actually Ali's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Ali. Hope you enjoy the show. Ali wanted to see me react to this. It is Red Hot Chili Peppers with a tune called Aquatic Mouth Dance. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, this sounds familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Red Hot Chili Peppers, alrighty. And the video has 2.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. Alright, here we go. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Aquatic Mouth Dance. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Looking back at the years gone by when the message changed my life. Heavy metal, the nest was dead, well, and the rappers gave the light, but I don't know who was looking out for anyone like me and you. Or maybe it was Susie Sue. Day to day with the way we play, well, everybody needs to eat. Girl is gone in the front door too, well, I guess we move our feet, and I don't know why. The color of your eyes was stolen from the sky, and earthquakes never need to lie. Aquatic mouth dance is waiting for you. Aquatic mouth dance is waiting for you now. Aquatic mouth dance waiting for you. Everyone in the best friend knew that the West was overdue. Growing out of the fertile dirt, well, and the cracks were falling through, but I don't know what I'm looking for. I only know the deepest cut is coming from my gut. Parking lot of the old stop wood where the misfits like to go. Billy zooming the silver string, well, it just might be John Doe, and I don't know where I'm gonna sleep tonight. Please tell me, can you spare a pillow for my head and hair? Aquatic
we're going to have a solo, whether it be bass solo, guitar solo, whatever the case may be, this would be probably the best place for it. So let's pause here before we get into it. Okay. I like it. I am digging it. It's not the most impressive song I have ever heard from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it's got a nice groove. It feels good. It definitely has that funk feel, thanks mostly to, well, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. What Flea is playing, obviously, along with what Chad's playing, with Chad with the subdivision work. You know, that enters of the snare on the and of two. And then on 4, just nice and easy on the 4. Actually, no, it's on 2. Hold on. I think it's before 2. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, it's on 2. It's on the and of 1, isn't it? No, the When you done. Yeah, it's 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3. Yeah, it's on the of 1, right before the 2. Right before the downbeat 2. Okay, never mind. My apologies. Yeah, on the of 1 on that snare. That and then creating that little extra gap to 4. That's nice. I like it. It really helps kind of set the mood and tone for the whole song. Speaking of which, Flea's little bass intro. I like it. The root octave 7. I like that. 1 E and a 2 E. Yeah, it's all 16ths. Yeah, it's pretty much all 16th note runs. The biggest thing about that is just playing, you know, in the right key, which, I mean, it's not that tough to do, guys. It's not. It's not like he's going all over the neck with it. He's staying on the lower end of the neck. What note are we on there? I mean, I could demonstrate it, I guess. Give me a second here. Let me figure out what note we're in. And I think we're in standard tuning. So I'll go with the Corvette, I think. Let me double check that. Hold on 1 second.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right, I'm back, and I got my Vampire here. I got my Warwick Vampire. This is tuned down half a step, and I believe they're tuned down half a step as well. So we're gonna go with that. So as far as what Lee is playing, first of all, he is not popping and slapping. Okay, he's just fingering. He's not sitting here. He's not doing that. Okay, he's doing fingering. You can hear the difference in the attack, right? Okay, so he's fingering. He's got this progression of E minor down to the D minor, down to the C minor, down to the B. So it's just a minor progression down. E, down to the D, down to the C, down to the B. Right? Okay, so it's not that difficult. It's not that hard. Now, what he does in between is where you add the flavor. Okay, so now he could do this one of two ways. He could be walking the whole time, just going all over the neck, or he could do it. He does here. And he creates these anchor points. And there's two in particular that he creates. And they alternate, which is kind of nice. He starts out his first anchor point. Root, octave, minor 7. He will play this almost every single time that he starts the riff, right? And it's a good way to do it because if you're going to have an anchor point, if you're going to have just one anchor point, have it at the beginning. It makes the most sense. So not every time, but almost every time, he starts off with this. Right? So root, octave 7. And then when he goes down to the D, this is where he starts to have some fun. So and then from there, he'll go to the D and he'll move around. Now, he has a couple of patterns that he plays around with. You know, sometimes they move up, sometimes they move down. You know, but it's always with that 16th note. Or you know, or maybe, you know, then he goes down to the C off that D. Now, after he has his fun on the D, he does go down to C. Now, C is another anchor point. Usually, not all the time, kind of like what he does with the E. Usually, he goes octaves only. Low C, high C, low C. There's another octave point. And then he transitions down to the B, where he will use that as a turnaround to go back to the E, but following that same 16th note pattern. You know, that's one example. That he doesn't play that every time. He plays around with that D. And then he goes back up to the E again. So when you put it all together, it goes something a little, and like I said, I'm not going to play exactly what he plays, because he doesn't even play the exact same thing every time. But here are your anchor points, and then the other anchor point being the C. And what happens in between, that's up to him. You know, and each time it can be a little different, but he uses those anchor points as points of reference, which I think is really smart. It allows the listener to bank on it. Oh, we're coming back to this. Oh, we're coming back to this. We're coming back around fresh again. I think that's really smart. On top of that, you add in Chad's drumming with that drum pattern he's got, with the snare on the of 1 and on the downbeat of 4, adding that little sense of delay in there. I like that. When it comes to the 4, but it depends on your point of view. You can look at it as he's rushing the 2, or he's creating more space for the 4, creating more anticipation. I mean, either way you look at it, it works. You know, it absolutely does. But you put the bass line along with the drums, and it sounds you got a nice groove, a really nice groove, and not overly complicated. It's pretty simple. But it sounds nice, it's pleasing to the ear, and at the end of the day, that's all you really need, isn't it?
Aquatic Mouth Dance is waiting for you. Aquatic Mouth Dance is waiting for you now. Out there, my love.
You hear those anchor points though, right? You absolutely do. But what happens in between those anchor points, that's where the fun comes into play. And you can hear Flea having a lot of fun with those runs that he's got going.
You Aquatic Mouth Dance is waiting for you now. Out there, my love. Aquatic Mouth Dance.
I like those horns.
Is waiting for you now.
He's soloing.
Buckle up with the hologram, I better find out who I am. Let it out with the downtown scream, because we need more space to jam. But I don't know how to turn it down. I end up being so damn loud. I bend your brow, I bend it now. Prototropical Sunday night, smoke flowers, they don't bite. Dirty skies never work so hard. Better step to the angel's flight. And I don't know if the embers of my burning flame are from this split. The greatest gift, the greatest gift.
So now he's utilizing thirds. Got those chords going. Start with the minor third on the E. And then when he goes down to the D, he goes to a major third. And then same thing with the C, major third. And then when he goes down to the B, he goes down to the minor. So I wonder if it might sound better if you go up an octave. It probably would. Yeah, it definitely sounds better when you go up an octave. That's kind of pretty. Anyway, a golf track, sorry. No, but utilizing the thirds like that just to kind of spice things up a little bit, it's cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let's keep going here. I'll by the way, the addition of those horns, nice. Bringing in those trumpets, I think might be trumpets and trombones, I'm not sure, but bringing in that brass, nice touch. More voicings, a little more diversity. Trumpets and the brightness, which is nice, but still having that warmth of the brass, it still sounds good. I dig it.
The cat they bash you with the 45 to split. Spilling beer with a good fountain. I like the milk from my mother's tit, but I don't know slow. But someone has to come and teach me self-control.
Next point.
To say fuck it and go.
Little solo there. There you go. Yeah. Look, I got no complaints about the song. None. I mean, the song sounded good. Some really nice things happening in there. Nothing I would say all that impressive. Nothing I'm going to sit here and say was amazing. And I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, but there's really nothing I would even say is all that great about what we heard. But there was some good stuff. There was some solid work in there. And more importantly, there was nothing in there that sounded bad. So I don't have any complaints. For those of you that are expecting a 9, boy, I got some bad news for you. Let me get my thoughts together. I think I have a score already in mind, but I think I need to really make sure before I give this score. Because if I stick with this score, it's definitely going to raise some eyebrows. So let me give this some thought. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers with Aquatic Mouth Dance. This was a request from Ollie. And this was actually Ollie's prioritized request for the month of December for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Ollie. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, look. Not everything from every band is going to be a 9, okay? And not everything from every band is going to be an 8. When it comes to every single band, there's going to be songs that are, they're going to get 9s. Sure, they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. But there's also going to be songs that are going to get 8s. And again, they deserve it. There's also going to be songs that are going to get 7s. And those songs deserve it. And there's going to be also songs that get 6s and 5s. And again, they deserve it. It's all based on the merits of the song. It is not a direct reflection on the band itself. It's a reflection based on the merit of the song. What the song deserves, not what the band deserves. Okay? That's a completely different thing. Scores I give for songs are based on the merit of the songs alone, okay? Now, I know there's going to be those super fans who believe that every single song from their favorite band deserves a 10, okay? Well, those people are not objective. Those people are, just absolute fanatics when it comes to their favorite artist or their favorite band. And they follow them with blind devotion. Okay, well, I mean, look, if that's what you want to do with your life, I mean, that's fine, but I choose to be objective. So I look at every song and I give the song a score based on the merit of that particular song, which is what's going to happen here. So when I give the score, I really hope people don't get this impression of, well, he hates the Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, I don't. The score's not even bad, but I guarantee you, I'm going to give this score and I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments. You watch. Anyway, let's get to that score and let's rip off the Band-Aid, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.7. Yep, 6.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.7. What does that mean? Well, a 6.7 would translate to a pretty good skill rating because overall, I think this is a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. So there you go, a 6.7, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Honestly, there really wasn't a whole lot to say about this song. The vocals were done all right. I mean, the vocals fit the mood and the direction of the song. I think they were done in a very appropriate way, in a very fitting way for the song. The guitar playing, sparse, not really a whole lot to say about it. It filled out the sound, and that's about all I can say about it. I mean, that there really wasn't a whole lot of attention given to the guitar part. Most of the attention went to the drumming and the bass playing. Chad with that snare pattern with the coming in on the of 1 and then on the downbeat of 4s. 1 and 2, 4. 1 and 2, 4. That was nice. I liked that. A nice little funk feel going on there. And then what Flea was doing with the bass. Now, granted, it wasn't. I'm not going to sit here and say that what Flea was playing was all that impressive, but it sounded good and it fit the mood and tone of the song. It locked right in with what Chad was doing. The 16th note pattern was clean when he would do it. But there wasn't a whole lot of movement and motion, like as far as the neck goes. And it was all fingering. It's not like he was popping and slapping. It was just fingering. And it sounded just fine. I had no issue with anything he did. I'm just not going to sit here and say that it was impressive or mind-blowing. Comparatively, I've heard way more impressive and way more mind-blowing things from everybody in the band on other songs compared to this song. Does that mean the song is bad? No. It just means comparatively, this song isn't as strong as other songs that I've heard from Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's all there is to it. It's not that I hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, I never said that. I'm not saying the song sucks. No, I didn't say that either. What I'm saying is, comparatively to other songs I've heard from them that have been far more impressive, this song just didn't add up to those. It was down a little bit lower, down underneath them, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I still enjoyed the song. I do like, I was going to mention this, I did like the horn elements, adding in those trumpets and trombones, adding in that brass. And they did it in such a way that you almost miss it at times, because they bring them in with these, these very, these crescendos that are just, they're not huge, they're just very subtle. And the next thing you know, the horns are there. And like, where did they come from? Oh, they came in 2 measures before, but they were really soft. You could barely hear them. And then they crescendoed in. And it's like, oh, whoa, where'd they come from? They came from 2 measures back. They came in really sneakily with that crescendo. I like that. I thought that was really nice. I think that was a nice touch. And on top of that, the voicings that they did filled out the sound even more, which I thought was really smart. 6.7 for this song. That sounds just about right, honestly. So yeah, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.7, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.